Welcome to my YouTube channel Civil EduNext. Myself Maitri Dave, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to discuss about building construction. So in lecture number 4, we are going to discuss building construction in bit detail. But let us discuss what we have learned in our previous lecture. So we have discussed types of door, types of windows and types of roofs, right? So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about our first topic is stairs and the second topic is brick masonry. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So the first question is, what is stair, right? So it is a series of steps arranged to connect the different floors of a building, right? These are provided to give easy, safe, comfortable mode of communication. At the same time, it can be made of timber, stone, bricks, steel and reinforced concrete. But the next question is, what are the different sizes of steps are? So, for residential buildings, it can be of 15 cm by 28 cm, 16 cm by 26 cm, 17 cm by 24 cm. According to space or according to the purpose, we can provide different size or type of steps. Same way, if I talk about hospitals, comfortable sizes are 10 cm by 30 cm. Now, let's discuss technical terms used in stairs first. So, as shown in figure, here you can see the inclined portion is known as the stringer and the horizontal portion of that particular area is called as run. So that is the horizontal distance available to us to provide some inclination in such a way that we can connect two floors, right? So overall vertical space available over there is known as the riser. So whenever you are going to provide some steps, your first and last portion of that particular construction is called as landing, right? So we can connect that two floors. Now here, the riser portion and the run portion is divided into series of steps. So how we can calculate number of steps and what is a step is, right? So if I want to explain you what is the step, then it is divided into two types. It is divided into two types. First is riser, that is the vertical space, and second is the treader, right? That is the place where we put our foot. Now, again, that tread portion is divided into two types. First is the going and second is the nosing. Now you can see clearly in this figure that nosing is the curved portion provided for the safety of the stair user. And to support that curved and projected portion, we provide one support which is known as the scotia. So these are the technical terms that we should know while we are talking about stairs. Now, moving to our first figure, you can see what is riser, nosing, tread. Now here, if I provide only steps, but if I provide steps only, it is difficult to maintain the safety factor. For that, we are going to provide the vertical strips at each step. That vertical strip is known as the baluster. And for our hand support, we are providing one connecting handrail to all baluster for more safety, right? But please keep in mind that always first and last balusters are having some different thickness and shapes for safety, as well as when the turning is available or possible. At that time, it is known as the newel post, and this post having some newel caps also for more safety, right? So these are the terms that we should know for the stairs. Now, let's discuss the next topic, which is different types of stairs, right? So basically, stairs are classified into various types, in which first one is the straight flight stairs, second one is the turning stairs, and next one is the geometric or continuous stairs. So now let's discuss one by one. First type is the straight flight stairs. So here you can see on screen, these are the stairs where if required one landing is provided or a continuous stair in straight form is provided as per the requirement. Now let's discuss the next is turning stairs. So here turning stairs, here the first example is of quarter turn stairs. So as shown in figure, you can see quarterly we are giving one landing so that easily one can connect the other floor with some rest. Second type is of half turn stairs. It means at half of the height of that vertical distance we are providing one landing. That is known as the half turn stairs. Now next is the 3/4 turn stairs. So here we are providing two landings, right? So that one can lift with two landing at different places and one smooth movement can be possible for elders specifically. Next is the bifurcated stair. In villas and bungalows where this vertical height is too much and to connect two floors when the aesthetic look or the architectural impact is playing an important role, at that time we can provide this kind of bifurcated stairs, right? So this is all about the turning stairs. Now let's move to the last one, geometric or continuous stair. So geometric or continuous stairs are that in which we can again bifurcate into three types, in which first one is the circular stair. Here on this figure you can see it is in circular shape, and particularly when I am talking about continuous stair, it means there is no landing in between. So it is continuous throughout the floors. Now let's discuss the second type, which is spiral stairs. As you can see in this figure that a spiral stairs are something which is in spiral shape, right? But here one thing is there, that a pole is there in the center. It can be of wood, steel or even RCC as per the requirement of strength. Now moving to the third type, which is again a helical stairs. Now on the first look you can not identify that what is the difference between spiral and helical stairs. So if you see clearly here, one rod is not compulsory for helical stair, while in the spiral stairs majorly it is required. So according to different shapes, it is also known as geometric, and as no landing is in between, so it is also known as the continuous stair. So this is all about this geometric or continuous stairs. So these all are the types of stairs. Now we have discussed in detail that what is stairs, that sizes of stairs, technical terms used in stairs and types of stairs. Now let's move to the second topic for today's lecture, which is brick masonry. So brick masonry. So the first question is, what is brick masonry? So as you can see on screen, brick masonry is something which is laying on the bricks which is sticked with mortar. That is known as the brick masonry. Now let's discuss different terms used in brick masonry, right? So for that, first, this is a brick, and if I talk about the front or the smaller part of this brick is known as the header part. If I talk about the longer part in terms of length, it is known as the stretcher, and the edges of brick are known as the arises, while the lower portion is known as the bed, but the upper portion is known as the frog. Again, this frog is used as marking the company's name, as well as the main primary function of this frog is to connect or stick two bricks with mortar very efficiently. That is the primary function, right? So this is all about a simple brick. But now if I want to understand different brick cuttings, which is very useful while we are talking about brick bonds. So let us discuss that first. So here on screen you can see that is first is full brick. If I cut it with the length side, it means from its stretcher, it is known as the queen closer half. If I cut it more, then it is known as the queen closer quarter. Whenever I am cutting any brick with respect to its length, it is known as queen closer half or queen closer quarter. Next drawing is showing if I cut a brick with respect to its header points midpoint as well as the stretcher points midpoint in inclined portion, it is known as king closer. But if I cut a brick with respect to header points midpoint and I extend that point to the one side of brick to its stretcher side, then it is known as the beveled closer, or according to need we can cut bricks, right, to make it a brick masonry form. Meter closer is something when I cut brick at 45° to 60° angle, right? Now, what is half bed? Whenever a brick it cut from its center in terms of header portion, it is known as the half bed. If I cut it into the 3/4 part, then it is known as the 3/4 bed. And lastly, it is known as the bevel bed when the center portion in terms of stretcher is there and some inclination angle is there at the header portion. So these are the cuttings provided, or we can make it for the better brick bonds, right? Now let's move to the next topic, which is brick bonding. So the first question is, what is brick bonding, right? So brick bonding is arrangement of bricks in different layers. Now the next question is, what are the rules for that particular proper bonding? So the first point is, a brick should be in uniform size. It means length should be twice the width and one vertical joint should be there. That is the concept of uniformity in size. Second is, a lap should not be greater than 1/4 of the brick along length, as well as a lap should not be greater than 1/2 of brick across the wall thickness. Next is, brick beds should be avoided. Now you all know what is brick beds. Now fourth one is, vertical joints in alternate course should be in vertical line. Fifth, in thick walls, stretchers at facing and headers at hearting should be provided. And at every 6 course, header on both sides of wall should be avoided. This is all about rules. Now the next topic is types of brick bond. So let's discuss different types of brick bond. As various types of brick bond are used for construction, having different purposes. Here on screen you can see 10 types of bond are available, in which first 4 are very important and useful while we are going to construct residential building or any building. So here first bond is the stretcher bond. So what is a stretcher bond? So here you can see on screen we are arranging bricks in such a way that stretcher part of that brick is in front side. So that kind of arrangement of brick in number of layers, it means in number of cores, is known as the stretcher bond. Here the thickness of wall is low. So whenever I don't want thickness but simple protection I want, at that time I go for the stretcher bond. Let's move to the header bond. So header bond is something in which again brick is arranged in such a way that header portion of brick is in the front panel. So that is known as the header bond. Here the thickness of wall is high than the stretcher bond, and again we get maximum strength over here. Next is the English bond. This is most important topic, right? So what is English bond? So here in one layer header part of brick is arranged, and in the next layer or the next course stretcher layer is arranged. It means alternate course of header and stretcher is arranged is known as the English bond. Here on screen you can see English bond for 1 brick wall and English bond for 1.5 brick wall, as well as English bond for 2 brick wall. Here we can provide the bonds in such a way that the front and back view can be different. Now let's discuss the fourth one, which is Flemish bond. So Flemish bond is something in which alternate arrangement of header and stretcher in one course is available, as shown in this figure. You can see over here one header and one stretcher in a one course. Even here a 3/4 closer is used to break that vertical joints to be in same line, right? Now let's discuss different types of Flemish bond. Again, it can be divided into two types, single Flemish bond and double Flemish bond. In single Flemish bond, only front view is visible, having alternate arrangement of header and stretcher. While in double Flemish bond, even in back side you can utilize that view of header and stretcher arrangement. Now let's discuss English and Flemish bond difference. Here on screen you can see the arrangements, right? Now what is English bond? It is arrangement of stretcher bond and alternate course having the header course, right? But in the Flemish bond, it is a stretcher and header alteration in a single course, that is clearly visible in this drawing. Second is the strength. So here English bond having quite more strength than the Flemish bond. But what about attractiveness? Here Flemish bond wins because attractiveness is quite high than the English bond. In terms of economy, English bond is not preferable while Flemish bond is economical. Next is the ease of construction. While English bond is easy to construct rather than the Flemish bond, it requires skilled people. Next is the appearance in facing and backing. Then here again Flemish bond has different facing and backing views, while in English bond only facing is important. Next is inheriting. It means we are providing some queen closer in the English bond, and again 3/4 mats required sometimes for Flemish bond to prepare two views from front and back. So this is all about this topic. So in today's lecture we have discussed what are the stairs and what are the brick masonries. I hope you all understand these two topics in detail. See you soon in the next lecture. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel Civil LJIET. Thank you.